Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Erica. Today we're going to go over my drugstore makeup routine, and if you guys want to know how I got this look, just keep on watching. You guys probably seen this everywhere, but I'm going to be going in with the Power Grip Primer by e.l.f. This is how it looks. I'm just going to go straight in on my face. And you don't need a crazy amount, but just enough to where everything sticks. I do have moisturizer already on, and I just use the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Cream. I've been really wanting to do this makeup routine for like a good while now. I've seen it all over and I'm like, I would love to show you guys drugstore alternatives for like the products I use now that aren't drugstore. Like right now my everyday skin tint is the Nessamyrix skin tint, but this isn't drugstore, unfortunately. I am going to go in with the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Foundation. I've been using this a good while before the Nessamyrix, and that is so good. Or like, this is so good. It's just a little matte for me, but like, I can work with it, you know what I mean? I use the shade W6, so it's warm medium. Okay, we're just going to do a little bit on the forehead, a little bit on the cheeks. A little goes a long way with this product, so I don't want to be adding too much. Then just take your brush and blend her all in there. Like, do you guys see how like pretty much full coverage that is? This product is literally so freaking good. And it's not cakey. I literally love it. Yeah, if you guys are looking for a drugstore foundation, I would definitely recommend this one. I do have the L'Oreal, is it L'Oreal? Yeah, I do have the L'Oreal True Match Nude, the serum, the tinted serum, but I did find that to be a little more gray toned on me at least. I don't know how it works for like everyone else, but I heard that like everyone loves it. And not that I don't love it, it's just a little too grayish and it's more cakey on me for some reason. Okay, now that she's all blended out with a brush, I'm gonna go in with a beauty blender. Don't mind her, she's dirty. I've been using her for the last like week, but I do need to get this clean. We are just gonna blend her out and make a seamless blend with our beauty blender. And you can spot conceal if you wanted before going in with the foundation, but I just do foundation, or I just conceal afterwards. Like, do you guys see this coverage? She's literally so good. And she's not cakey at all. I love it. Guys, I honestly can't believe how good this looks because I used her, don't get me wrong. But like, she's almost as good as my Nessamyrix skin tint, and I am ride or die Nessamyrix skin tint. But this just sits into my skin. For some reason, the Nessamyrix doesn't do that for me. It sits on top of my skin and it doesn't penetrate, and I've looked at the ingredients and I do not know why it does that. But next we're going to go in with concealer, and I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This is in the shade 20 Sand, I believe. Yeah. This one is more like orangey, so it's more like kind of like my skin color. This concealer is really good. I just really like the Tower 28 because it's so lightweight. But this is like my first concealer that I've ever tried out, and it is pretty like medium coverage. I would definitely say like it could be full coverage if you use like a lot of product. This routine is definitely like beginner friendly because it's like the routine I started out with pretty much. Definitely some products have changed, but I have always used the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. And you just gotta lightly tap, because if you tap too hard, it's just gonna pick up all the product, which is not what we're trying to do. Okay, now that we're concealed and brightened and we look so good, we're gonna go in with bronzer. So I have two shades of bronzer. So we have the NYX Buttermelt bronzers, which are so good. I have Butter Biscuit and All Butted Up. We are gonna go in with the darker shade, which is Butter Biscuit. We're gonna take our little angled brush Just go right in. Okay, we're just gonna go on the high points of our face. Guys, I'm trying to go for bronze, keep that in mind. And then we're gonna bring her down. Don't forget to blend into the hairline. Okay, I like to bronze up my forehead a lot, and it's only because okay guys, I'm gonna look super crazy right now. Please just trust the process. But it's only because my forehead's so big, and when I would just bronze like the top part of my forehead, it never gave the vibe I wanted. So right now I look crazy, but trust the process, okay? We are gonna literally lighten her up with my beauty blender. Okay, now that we went in with bronzer, we're gonna go in with blush. And the blushes I like to use together is the Maybelline Fit Me blush in the shade 50, and then the Joa Airlight Powder Blush. And this is in the shade Bright Peony. Peony. Okay, first I'm gonna go in with the Joa blush. We're gonna use my Morphe blush brush. Pat it on the back of your hand and just keep it on the high points of your cheekbone. Like, do you guys see how beautiful that is? So pretty. Then we're just gonna blend her out just a little bit with our beauty blender. Then we're gonna go in with the Maybelline Fit Me blush, because this one's just like more orangey red, and I like to be not too red. So this one kind of like lightens it up and makes it more pinky. Now that we look extra crazy, we're gonna blend her out with the beauty blender. Now that this looks way better after blending her, we're gonna go in with powder. And guys, this powder, I haven't even bought a new powder because this powder is so good. And that's the Maybelline Fit Me in Fair 5. It's such a good loose finishing powder. I'm just gonna dab my brush right in all that powder. And then we're just gonna set my under eyes, my T-zone, around the mouth, and the chin. Because even though I want that dewy look, I don't want to look oily or anything. So just setting the T-zone and everything just helps so much. And I used to go in with a powder puff, but I've been really liking going in with a brush because it really helps control where you want the powder and doesn't have any spots like sticking or getting all weird with the powder. Yeah, we are looking good, guys. Okay, we're gonna go in with setting powder right now just to brighten everything up. This is the NYX Dewy Finish setting spray. And this is just gonna melt in all of our powders together. I'm just gonna take a beauty blender and just melt everything together. Okay, now we're gonna go and do our eyebrows. I'm just gonna go in with the NYX Powder Louder Brow Pencil. This is how she looks. And this is in the shade Soft Brown. Just gonna brush up my brow hairs. And my eyebrows are already really dark, so if I like fill them in just a little bit, they look blocky and crazy. So we're just gonna very lightly fill in the front of the brow. And honestly, the ends don't really need any help. Okay, now that the brows are looking so good, I'm just gonna tap the front of it so it's just not as dark and it keeps it natural looking. Okay, perfect. Then I'm gonna go in with my NYX the Brow Glue, and I use this every single time I do my makeup. And this is just a great brow gel. I honestly look for higher end alternatives. Like, I did try out the Rare Beauty brow gel, but I don't know, maybe I was using it like wrong. I might give it another try, but I wasn't the biggest fan of it. And I don't like to lay my brows down where it's like sticking to my skin and looks super laminated. And these two brows are literally so different, so it's hard getting them to match. Next is lashes, and we're just gonna curl my lashes. I'm using the Shiseido lash curler, which I know isn't drugstore, but you can use anything for this step. I definitely recommend this one though. It is also $27. And I know not everyone wants to spend that much on a lash curler. I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Lash Sensational in Brown Black mascara. This eyelash for some reason always looks way crazier than this side. I literally don't understand. Okay, now that mascara is done, the look is starting to come alive. I actually am really loving this look. I haven't done my drugstore makeup routine in just so long because I've been using like my higher end products. But let's not sleep on this drugstore makeup because it's looking bomb. It literally looks like my high end makeup. I'm just gonna clean off the mascara. Okay, now it's time for lips, which is literally my favorite thing. So okay, we're gonna use, which I use honestly every day as well, is the Revlon Color Stay Multi Liner in the shade Off-Roading. This is how she's looking. And she is so good. Okay, we're gonna just like line the very top of my lips and then normally line the bottom. Okay, and I did color in a lot on my lip just because I'm not like the hugest fan of lipstick. So I just like to do this and then put gloss over it. But do you guys see how pretty this lip is already? It's so pretty. I love her. And then just to add in some red to kind of go with the cheek, because the cheek is a little red, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Lip Reviver Glow Oil. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Glow Reviver Lip Oil. This is so good, guys. I normally use my Makeup by Mario lip gloss because it's in brown, but this is honestly so good for a nice red lip. Okay, now we're just going to set everything in place one more time. Wow. This time we're just going to let it sit. We're not going to blend anything together. Okay guys, that's the end of this drugstore makeup routine. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what else kind of videos you guys want to see from me and what other like makeup tutorials, different kind of makeup routines, skincare routines, any videos that you guys want to see from me. Let me know down in the comments below. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.